Hi guys, let me give you a rundown of my visit to Edinburgh Castle in Edinburgh, Scotland. It was an amazing experience. I was captivated by the ancient architecture and remarkable ability to maintain and preserve their historical legacy dating back to the Iron Age. Edinburgh Castle is a historic castle in Edinburgh, Scotland, United Kingdom. The castle is built on top of an extinct volcano. It stands on Castle Rock and has been occupied by humans since the Iron Age. There has been a royal castle on the rock since the reign of Malcolm III in the 11th century, and the castle continued to be a royal residence until 1633. From the 15th century, the castle's residential role declined, and by the 17th century, it was principally used as a military garrison. The garrison guards the honours of Scotland. The honours of Scotland are informally known as the Scottish Crown Jewels. They are the regalia that were worn by Scottish monarchs at their coronation, and they are the oldest surviving set of crown jewels in the British Isles. I could not get a video of the honours of Scotland because we were not allowed to take videos or pictures in the area where they were kept. You have to visit yourself to see them. They are crafted of gold and silver and laden with 94 pearls and 43 gemstones, including diamonds. A sight to behold indeed. Edinburgh Castle is the most popular paid visitor attraction in Scotland and the second most visited paid tourist attraction in the United Kingdom. The statues of Robert Bruce and William Wallace were placed at the entrance of the castle. Robert Bruce was the King of Scots from 1306 to 1329, and William Wallace was a Scottish leader during the Scottish War of Independence. I saw St. Margaret's Chapel. The chapel is the oldest building in the castle and in Edinburgh. It is one of the few 12th century structures surviving in any Scottish castle. It was a private chapel for the royal family. It dates from the reign of King David in 1124. He built and dedicated it to his mother, St. Margaret of Scotland, who died in the castle in 1093. The chapel is still used for religious ceremonies, such as weddings. I also saw the Monts Meg. The Monts Meg is a 15th century siege gun displayed on a terrace in front of St. Margaret's Chapel. Also, I saw the Crown Square, which was the palace yard and the principal courtyard of the palace. And I also saw the Great Hall, which was the chief place of state assembly in the castle. I also saw the National War Memorial, which commemorates Scottish soldiers and those serving with Scottish regiments who died in the Second World Wars and in more recent conflicts. I could not take videos or pictures of the National War Memorial because it is prohibited. I also saw the Queen Anne building, which housed the kitchen serving the adjacent Great Hall. Castles were built on high ground because it was important for battle, and having a high moat and tower allowed archers to fire arrows accurately over a further distance. It also allowed the castle the advantage of higher walls. I felt like I was on the set of Game of Thrones or The Last Kingdom or Vikings. It was amazing. Yeah, that's the National War Memorial. Yeah, this was me approaching the Crown Square. And then this is the Crown Square with the National War Memorial, the Great Hall. The Queen Anne building. And this was me entering the Great Hall. The architecture is amazing. Like, just take a look at it. Amazing, amazing. also saw the original King James Bible, which was the result of a 7-year project overseen by Archbishop Richard Bancroft and commissioned by King James I of England. I also saw where King James I was born. James VI and the First was King of Scotland as James VI from 24 July 1567 and King of England and Ireland as James I from the union of the Scottish and English crowns on the 24th of March 1603 until his death in 1625. Also, I learned about the Babington plot, which was a plan to assassinate Queen Elizabeth I, a Protestant, and put Mary, Queen of Scots, her Catholic cousin, on the English throne. Mary, Queen of Scots, failed, and her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I, ordered for her beheading after she had been imprisoned for 19 years. She was executed on the 18th of February 1587 at Edinburgh Castle in Northamptonshire. Her son, King James VI of Scotland, became King of England, Scotland and Ireland in 1603. I also learned about the Black Dinner, an event that inspired the Red Wedding in George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire and the adapted TV series Game of Thrones. The Black Dinner refers to an event in late medieval Scotland in which the principal heads of Douglas clan were invited to dine with King James II that ultimately led to them being falsely executed. The Douglas clan were the most prominent family in lowland Scotland during the late Middle Ages and considered a threat to rival families and the throne because of their influence over the crown. James conspired to break the power of the late Archibald Douglas family and invited the 16-year-old William Douglas, 6th Earl of Douglas, and his younger brother to dine with the boy king, King James II, at Edinburgh Castle. According to legend, whilst they ate, a black bull's head was placed before William and his entourage, which symbolized death. The two brothers were then dragged out to Castle Hill and given a mock trial with trumped-up charges, claiming they had protested against the king and were named as traitors to the crown and beheaded. Wow. I also learned that during the Second World War, the Scottish crown jewels were buried here in Davis Tower to protect them in case of Nazi invasion, and after the war, they were presented back to Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. I'll say it was an amazing experience, and I look forward to visiting Edinburgh again. Thank you for watching.